Hey guys, it's Dag, and it's Peep over there. And we're here for SWTOR Storytime because it's Wednesday, and that's what we do on Wednesdays. We are on Taris still. I think we're going to finish this up and move on today, right?
I
Hopefully.
think so. I think Taris will be over today.
Yeah, I've
I
got
think so.
like one quest in my log for Taris, and then it's like go talk to somebody on your
I
ship kind of thing.
can't
So
remember how many world quests there are.
okay. I've only got one active one, so that's all I've
Yeah,
got.
I know, but I don't know how many are in this series, is what I mean.
Okay. Well, all
I
right.
can't
Well, we'll
remember.
find out. So maybe we'll get out of Terrace today. Maybe we won't. Today's holiday, because I always share a holiday, is Name Your Car Day. And I wanted to share that. And this is appropriate for a Star Wars The Old Republic. I actually have a white with black wheel Forerunner, and I have named it. Uh, what have I have named it Stormtrooper. I almost forgot about that. I call it Trooper all the time. It's like, okay,
Because it's white and
it
black.
it's white and black. Yeah, exactly. So I actually went and got, the SR5 level of the truck comes with like all these little silver badges and all that crap, and I actually got all of those blacked out. So I no longer have any silver showing up anywhere on the car, including on the grill and the bumper and everything else. And it's all blacked out. So I've got black and white, and then I have black wheels. So I call my truck Trooper. And yeah, so anyway, name your car Bessie or whatever. Peep, you were saying that you named a previous vehicle. What's the fun
I've
name that
named
you have?
a, I've named a lot of my vehicles.
Well,
I
usually
had
I name
one.
mine piece of shit, but yeah, that's
I named my last car that I had was a Volkswagen Beetle,
yeah.
a new Beetle, and I named it Dude Crush
Dude
after the
Crush.
guy in, yeah, after the guy in Finding Nemo.
Okay.
Uh,
All right. Got it.
because his whole shape just reminded me of Dude Crush, that's all.
All right.
And I had a Datsun B210 back in the 90s that I called the Cheetah
Mm-hmm.
because it could go 60 miles an hour, but only in short bursts.
Okay, I like that. I
Yeah.
think the last vehicle I named prior to Trooper that I have now, I had a full size GMC um, Sierra pickup, and I called it Bat, or Big Ass Truck, because it didn't fit in any parking spaces. It was a hell of a beast in order to get into and out of parking lots, and I actually absolutely hated driving the thing. Not only that, but it's like the engine blew up on me after I had it for about a month and a half, and which was I found out that one of the reasons I no longer have that truck is, aside from the fact that it was a beast to try to drive anywhere, was the fact that the motors were, that particular motor that it had was very unreliable and had this issue. But GMC, in their infinite wisdom, refused to do a recall and fix things. They just did it as things blew up. So, anyway, unfortunately, my truck was one of those that the whole top half of the motor had to be completely replaced. So I was not enamored with that truck after owning it for a couple of months, and it was like, yep, time to get rid of it. So now I have a Forerunner, and the thing is awesome. I love it. All right, moving on. Where are you?
I'm on the fleet.
You're on the fleet? Okay. I'm standing in front of, well, I'm at the Toxic Lake Garrison, so I'm standing in front of the transport service right now. So anytime you can get here would be good. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
All right. So
Fancy
the
meeting you
thing
here.
says that we got to go to the Crater Command Base Speeder, so that's where I'm going.
Let's see. Are you speaking with Lord Sithilithilith, whatever it is?
Maybe, yeah, we got to go over to the other place, though.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's in
Okay.
the quest
Okay.
list.
I just wanted to make
Sorry,
sure
I'm
we're
a
on.
little
Claim all
distracted because
authorized
I have
destinations.
no idea how this just. I had to replace my computer over the weekend, and none of my none of my UI layouts saved. I mean, I took them off of when I knew the computer was dying. I copied all my keybinds and all my UI layouts,
Mm-hmm.
and they're just not. The UI layouts didn't come in for whatever reason. So now I'm trying to figure out why this spell is up and like the heroic moment.
Yeah.
I don't see it on any of my action bars.
So you're gonna have
But
to like.
yet I fired it off, and I don't know how, and I don't know where it. There it is. Okay, I see it.
So
now.
we're gonna have to wait for you to like reassemble your UI.
Yeah, it's gonna have to. I mean, it's gonna have to take place over time. I got as much done as I can this morning. So.
Okay.
Oh, my
let's see.
stupid map is too small. Hold on a second.
Yeah, no problem.
My world map, you know, the one that's in your little. The one that's in the little corner up above.
I actually enlarged mine.
Yeah.
So I've got mine taking up probably about maybe a third of. No, it's not quite. I'd say a fifth of the screen. And most of the time, that's good enough. I need to figure out where I'm going. With my eyesight, that works.
I don't like it to quite take up so much space, but I wish it had an option to just appear when you hover, you know.
Yeah,
but,
that'd be good.
Well,
or to
but
dim.
They don't. Well, there is. Too. You can. Yeah, it would be nice. It has an alpha that you can turn down if it's too bright, but.
Yeah, but then you want to brighten it up to see where you are or look at something, and it's like, okay.
Exactly. Just could it be dimmed out while I'm playing, and then if I hover over it. But they don't have that, so let's head on in and talk to Lord Shathan. We're talking to Lord Shathan today.
The soldiers stationed in place.
But yeah, I didn't name all of my cars because I was gonna say, you remember I had a Pontiac Catalina Safari Cruiser? I thought that was kind of a big enough name already. Like, I was like, the Catalina, I was gonna say. But my big station wagon is what that was. I loved that car so much. It had burgundy interior, burgundy leather.
Ooh.
And it had fake wood on
leather?
The sides. No, it was, I'm sure it was vinyl. I'm sure it was fake.
It was luscious Corinthian leather.
It was pleather. It was fine, luscious pleather.
Lord Shathan at your service. I was relieved to hear you'll be leading our assault. Judging by your track record, the Republic's grip on Taris is about to be broken.
Well, he looks like he has a very bad cold.
They've arrived.
Dude, you have a cold.
Taris is scarred. The Republic's support weakened. I trust you're ready to deliver the killing blow.
I suppose I could give it a look.
I hope you're saving your enthusiasm for the battlefield. Centuries ago, Darth Malak began the destruction of Taris. We're about to complete his work. We will crush the Republic reconstruction and the Jedi responsible. Thanks to you, they're cornered in their base. Their final sanctuary on Taris.
And soon to be their tomb. Don't worry, Gravis. I'll tear down their base, then soak Taris with Republic blood.
She's still here?
Oh yeah. Yeah. We didn't murder her yet. I don't know if we ever murdered her. I can't remember.
This operation demands an expert, not some rabid attack dog.
A little carnage is exactly what the Republic needs.
I love how they keep making us fighter and we just don't care. We're like, who is
the
this?
base's approach is infested with Republic forces. They're blocking our army's advance.
Rain bombs on their heads.
They're shielded. Only close combat will work.
Shields or not, I want them pulverized.
They'll need more than shields to escape me.
And me. I'm not passing up a good fight.
Yeah, me too.
Consider them
we'll
pulverized.
hit the Republic base and finally drive them off Taris.
I like your outfit, by the way.
Thank you.
Yes, very
It's
stylish.
shiny. It looks like the interior of my Pontiac
pleather.
Catalina Safari Cruiser. I loved that car. It died because its transmission blew out, and we couldn't afford to. It was more expensive to replace the transmission than to just get another car, and I was sad. I cried. No, I didn't cry, but I.
I was going to say, that happens sometimes.
Yep. But anyway, I brought it back up again because at some point I am planning on hopefully getting. Well, I should probably preface this. With nothing. There's nothing going on with me and Kurt. We are fine. We are not splitting up. I am going to. I have a project in mind where I'd like to do some part-time van life.
Okay.
And it's not anything to do with our relationship. It's just a work project that I have that I want to do, and it would involve a lot of travel, and driving is really hard for me because of the fibro. It's
Right.
So what do we got to do in here?
I don't know. We
Kill
always
the
have to
people.
like go
Kill
through
15
these
of
guys.
them. Let's just kill these guys.
All right.
Just kill a bunch of them.
I'll take right. You take left.
Yeah. Sure. And then, so that's the deal. They'll be part of my business thing that I'm setting up, and my parents are getting older, so I want to be able to go to Montana to see them more.
Yeah.
And I would just like to be able to pick up and go more than is currently available to me. So I am looking for some sort of a situation where I can do like part-time van life, get a van and get a bed in it, or actually get like a Class B RV and do that. I don't know what it's going to be. It's probably going to be a van with a bed in it. I don't know. It doesn't really matter as long as it's safe and comfortable. Because when I'm tired driving, I need to like be able to just pull over, find a Walmart parking lot, and just rest for an hour or whatever. And I think that if I can do it that way, it'll mean a lot more travel opportunity for me. So, and I can go see my friends in Chicago, and I have these weird friends in San Francisco that I'd like to go and see.
I mean, you don't have no friends in weird places like California IA or anything like that. I mean,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. But anyway, I've been thinking about, you never know what you're going to name your vehicle until you get it, right?
yeah.
But I would like a vehicle that I can name something normal, like Dave, like, this is my van, Dave.
Dave. Here's George. Yes.
Yeah. This is my van. He's called Greg. I don't know why. Just the thing that I'm doing right now.
That's
I really
cool.
want one that can just be a van who's just a regular guy, He's just gonna have your back and not be totally fancy. And, like, hey,
And
lady,
Dave
I may
sounds-
not be the best looking van in the world, but I'll make you laugh.
Yeah, Dave sounds like a
Point A to point
reliable
B.
kind of sort,
Yeah. Problem is, when you start looking for a vehicle like that, if you insist on it being too pretty, you've got a problem. It just needs to look normal, like a normal vehicle. It needs to look like it deserves a normal, sweet name like Dave or George or Greg or Bob or whatever,
Yes.
I've got a hunter in World of Warcraft that all his pets are called stuff like Peggy and Darla, Molly, Susan, Jane. I find it funny, but you know what? It's only important that I am able to laugh at my jokes. It doesn't actually matter
If you
if
think it's fun, then it's fun. That's the thing, right?
Yep. depends on what I'm doing, but I do like to name the battle pets stuff like Pookie Butt and Fluffy Pants and whatever. But it just, I'm one of those nerds that puts a lot of thought into it. And then there's other people in the world that are running around with their hunter pet that's called Cat or whatever.
Yeah.
Because they never bothered
Yeah.
to name it.
And here is Pet.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Pet 1, Pet 2, Pet 3.
Yeah, it's always just named whatever the class it is, like Wolf. And they don't care. Get it. Some people just don't care that much, but
So I decided to level up my my Huntard. I have a dwarf hunter in Cataclysm. So I've been playing around with him lately, and he's got a bear. And I don't think I don't recall whether I've named him. I think I just still have him bear.
uh-oh. You should name him. He's got his own little personality.
I hadn't thought about it, and it's like, okay, I blew it last night. I was doing this quest, and I was trying to pick up crocolisks out in I forget what
Wetlands?
Loch Moden. And there's this one quest where it's like, go kill 10 of these and 5 of these and all that kind of stuff. So I'm out there shooting shit, and an elite crocolisk and rare crocolisk popped up. And I didn't even pay attention that it was a rare, and I'm going, damn it, I could have trained it.
Yes.
But it was one that was like green and purple and gold, and it's like it was after the fact. It was like really cool, but his leather looks the same as everything else.
Yeah. Well, you can go back out there and train him. If he's a rare, then he probably has a pretty good spawn time. So
Yeah, I'll try. Yeah, probably once an hour or something like that.
Darth Gravis, it's time.
It is
Prepare your assault. I thinned out the Republic forces.
And I killed more than my share.
Excellent job, all of you. We must act quickly before the Republic deploys reinforcements. Lord Shathin, begin the attack.
At once, my lord.
Now, I didn't see what's-her-face
The
out
final
there at
battle
all.
for Taris has begun. If we are to demolish this planet, you and Thana must join forces.
I'm willing to put aside our differences, if she is.
No, you've dragged me down long enough.
The Republic's annihilation demands your complete cooperation, Thana.
That's the
I'll
first
help
time I've seen a
Grievous,
holo
if
terminal
only
do
to prepare
that.
for the day I strike you down.
Splendid. Your mission is twofold. Blow up the Republic spaceport and eliminate the leader of their reconstruction efforts, a powerful Jedi Master named Serek.
The Republic won't quickly recover from that 1-2 punch.
Their wound must be painful enough to discourage their return. Once Master Serek falls, the Republic will be forced to abandon Taris. The spaceport's destruction will block their reinforcements and trap the doomed survivors here.
Darth Gravis, the attack's underway. Republic transports are in orbit, headed for their spaceport.
They're trying to flee. If we don't kill Master Serek now, he'll return with a full occupation force.
I'll remove Serek and end his pathetic reconstruction.
Be careful. That Jedi knows he's fighting for more than himself. Infiltrate the Republic base. Disable the spaceport safety measures. Then meet Thana in the lower levels. Only together can you destroy the Republic's dreams.
And don't keep me waiting.
If you get the chance, take out the Republic's assault cannons. They're making life painful for our boys.
And oh, by the way,
like you care
all right, I got some new
about our
boots.
soldiers.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay, we go back and start beating on shit again.
Yes. That's what we do. I've been watching all these van life videos to figure out how people... I mean, there are people who live out on the road, right? And I know
Yes.
everybody's been, like, focused on, you know, young people that are like, "This is a van and we're going to the beach. It's gonna be amazing," or whatever. But that's not that's not the majority of people that are out there living in their RVs and their cars and their vans. They're mostly people that are freaking broke, right? So,
Well, yeah, I mean, in our area, it's all about homeless, unfortunately.
yeah, I mean,
And they don't call
but
it van
really
life.
I respect the community of people that are living like this, though, because they're like, I'm not homeless. I have a car. I have a van. I have a community. I have
Right.
a whole bunch of people that care about my welfare. We have get-togethers, and you know, there's a charity that will help homeless people to acquire vehicles to live in, and help them do it safely and in legal ways, and all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
So,
I got ambushed.
did you get dismounted?
Yeah, that's okay. I got it.
I'll come back and help. I'll come back and help and bring some.
Nah, don't need it. I'm good.
But you
Like-
know, if that's how, if our society is getting to the point where people are forced to live in their vehicles, then we should probably start just acknowledging that this is now a new part of our culture. There's just a bunch of people that live in their vehicles, and now we need to try to figure out how to accommodate that, because nobody's willing to make housing more affordable. So, you know,
Yeah, yeah. I know that, unfortunately, you have the whole NIMBY thing where, you know, it's like
Yep.
people do not want people in their RVs anywhere near anything. And it's just like,
well, they don't have to be. You
Yeah.
know, there's plenty of national forest and public land, and there's plenty of places that will accommodate you, and there's, you know, Flying J's and other truck stops and Walmart parking lots, and you know, there's a whole infrastructure out here in the West that's dedicated to people who are traveling, and they can only benefit from the increase in you know, custom. And you can do temporary jobs working you can work for the National Forest as a camp laborer type of person who does, like,
Yeah.
cleans the bathrooms and stuff like that. There's all sorts of things you can do, and I'm not saying everybody it's not going to take care of every situation. Not everybody can live that way, but if you are a person who can live that way, there is a massively big community to be involved in, and I feel like I've been learning a lot about them, and I want to learn more about them, and I'll do more of that. I will learn more about them if I go out and hit the road myself. Again, I won't be living that way, but it sure is nice to have those connections if something happens and I one day have to live that way, you know? That's pretty... It's not the only answer to all of our problems, but it's an answer.
There was a
Especially for people in the
documentary-
West.
I don't remember whether it was on Netflix or what, but they actually...
Talking about nomads?
Yes, exactly.
Yep, exactly. Those are exactly the people I'm talking about. So, I think when you're talking about people that are retirement age, at least, those are the people that are doing the van life, quote unquote. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because they have to.
Right.
so that's nice. But there's a man that makes these videos on YouTube that he's a really neat guy. He's based out of New Mexico. And he's done well enough with his YouTube videos that he's got a good salary out of it, and he's able to help a whole bunch of people.
Mm-hmm.
They were interviewing him, and they were like, so you make like a lot of money from this YouTube channel. What do you do with it all? And he's like, what do I do with it? I give it away. What else am I going to do with it? I live in a van.
Yeah, I have no purpose for having this, you know.
It's pretty funny. Like, what else do you think I'm going to do with it? Sit on it? Put it in a bank? No, come on, I live in a van. Like, he's done well enough that he has bought himself a piece of land in New Mexico that he can, you know, that he can settle on if he needs to. Like, one day he's going to have to stop moving around and he'll need a home base. So he'll probably just have, like, a tiny house kind of thing set up at that point. But pretty cool. And he was just, you know, it's pretty neat how he can help people, like, that are just really, really broke, so, it's neat stuff. Anyway, so I will be doing, I'm not going to be doing that, exactly. I've got stuff that I want to do, having to do with my genealogy stuff instead. It's not completely all worked out in my head yet, it's just stuff that I want to do, visiting other archives and, you know, having a good time looking around, being a genealogist and saying, I'm a genealogist, man.
See, now I'm going to have to send you to Italy to do my genealogy.
To learn to read Italian.
Yep, she got picked up again. I think she's into bondage. What do you think?
I had them under control.
No, I think she just got her ass kicked.
We need to kill Zarek and blow this place now.
Way ahead of you. Since you finally disabled the Republic's safety measures, I can force their power grid to go critical and... What? Ugh! The spaceport's set to blow, but those blasted Jedi installed a failsafe. Let's find Sarek and rip the override code from his dead hands.
You gotta go to the other side of the facility.
I think doesn't she like pick up every possible thing to kill us along the way. She can't help but beat on shit.
Well,
like,
she's an escort quest, so yeah, she's gonna pick up everything along the way. That's the job of the escort quest NPC is to
Yes.
make sure they aggro everything in this facility.
It's like, did you really have to walk in a Z to get there?
So my computer did finally just die, by the way.
Oh.
I knew it was on the way out, so I desperately pulled as many files off as I could. And I think I got most of what I need. Like my WoW add-ons, I copied all my add-ons files. But I'm a premium member of the CurseWorks, so I don't know if it actually mattered. They probably just kept them backed up, because when you're premium, I think that's one of the benefits. But anyway, I got everything I needed, but the computer died within hours of that.
Calm the evacuees. Transports will be ready any moment now. The Republic will not lose Taris.
Didn't mean to interrupt your speech. Please, continue.
So, the Empire finally plays its last hand. Your mockery won't shake us.
But my lightsaber will.
Darth Gravis is amazingly predictable. This is a trap, and you walked right into it.
Well, she's the one that's amazingly...
The evacuation transports that arrived weren't empty. They brought friends, ready to defend Taris. Perhaps you're familiar with them?
Oh, let's see.
Only the Republic would consider this ragtag crew sufficient defense.
We're strengthened by our cause.
Oh, that burned. Ouch.
This is it. Defend Taris with your lives.
That was pretty good. Sometimes their quirky comments are like, yeah, that wasn't too bad. He should feel burned. You guys genuinely don't know how to do it. You just punched him in the face, like, alright.
Yeah, I wouldn't die, so I just like, okay, fine.
Listen, dude, fall down. Alright, now we gotta go after this Jedi. Alright, here we go.
Busted.
All right. Oh. Hello. Oh, you ended up zapping me. Fine, that way.
I just interrupted his previous command. Alright, there you go. Murder complete.
Yes.
Check.
Murder. Oh, we got the touchy on her? You're kidding. All right. What she got to say?
Too bad there aren't more of them. I was just getting warmed up.
Mm-hmm.
And what do we have here? Ah, Seric's failsafe code.
Yes, he
What
had
do you
it on
bet?
a
Tries
sticky
to
in his
betray
pocket.
us and blow this place up and leave us behind in the blowed up facility. I'm guessing that's what she's going to try to do.
Like I said, yeah, had it in his pocket on a sticky note.
Just punch this in and there. The power grid's overloading. So long, Republic.
This explosion's gonna light up Taris.
Let's hope the Republic sees... Wait a second. Those transports that brought Seric's backup, they're loaded with civilians. They're actually trying to open the hangar. They'll escape the explosion.
Open the hangar. They've already lost enough.
You really know how to sap the joy out of a good massacre.
I'm not big on killing civilians. It's just a thing. I'll suck a light side for that. It's fine. Other soldiers, Jedi, fine.
The hangar's open. And there they go.
We don't smush
What a
non-combatants. It's just tacky.
Anyway, this place is about to explode. Much as I'd like to see you disintegrated, I suggest you run. Or stay. See if I care.
You've outlived your usefulness, Thana.
Do it. Just do it.
Oh, she evaded me. Pistole.
Oh, she's gonna fight us.
She's fighting
Where'd she
us.
go?
I don't know. Oh, here she is.
I want to kill her.
Lightning strike.
He's really fine.
I don't even think her boss is gonna be mad.
Just for good measure, I'll barbecue her a little bit more.
So let's return to Lord Shathan. Take her armor too.
Well, I took whatever it was that she gave me. Or left for
Well, I'm
me.
just saying, I have her armor set now, so I can be like, yeah, I killed her. I
okay.
took her stuff. It's fine.
This spaceport. It'll be where they make their last stand.
I killed her. I took her shit. I don't think her boss is gonna be too busy. I think he's gonna be like, oh well. That's sad.
I had to get rid of the 2 guards that, for some reason, they didn't go after you. They ended up coming after me.
I don't know.
It's like,
They're
what?
They're like, nah, let's just get the bounty hunter because we actually recognize what that looks like. I don't know. I don't know why.
See if I can get out of here without pulling anything else. Nope.
See if you can get out without getting dismounted. That's the key.
Yeah. Well, so far I've got... Oh, no. I got dismounted like usual. Okay.
More careful.
Jedi Master, get the hell out of my face.
We got pretty far without getting dismounted this time around.
One lonely Republic soldier who just refuses. It's like, dude, you gotta know when to give up.
I died, dude.
What happened?
Oh, I just took too much damage.
I wasn't even there to watch it. I would have laughed.
Mako wasn't. Mako wasn't here to heal my dumb butt, so. And I didn't have my band-aid on my bar because.
You're gonna let me out of here again? Yay!
Because my computer died, so I don't have my band-aid.
Oh, I hate when your mount slows down to a crawl. It's like you know you're tubed.
Yep.
At least this guy's a silver star instead of gold. Last time it was yeah, we're gonna send a gold star Jedi after you. Like, oh man. Oh, I spoke too soon because now I got a gold star droid hitting on me.
Just come this way, I'm back. I healed up.
I'm a little busy. Got a crowd.
You should be able to
I'll be able to finish.
Alright, I'm backing up.
Still got more.
I
Got a bunch more still shooting at me. Seriously? Stop beating on my girlfriend. There we go.
That's what it is. They're all trying to impress Mako. They're all trying to be
Mako's like, stop it, I'm just
this
trying to heal
guy's
his
a
ass.
nerd. Come on, join the Republic, baby. You know you hate him anyway. You hate everything he does. Come over to our side. Do it. That's what's going on.
Should have known.
They're trying to get your girl. They're trying to interest her in defecting to the Republic. Which she's not even an Imperial citizen anyway because she was born on Nar Shaddaa, so I don't know what's up with that. But
Yeah, she's basically a Huttess.
yep. She's like the Hutt, whatever, the Hutt, it's not the Hutt Empire anymore, it's the Hutt, some business term, I can't remember now.
Cartel?
The Hutt something. No, is it the Hutt Cartel? Is that their whole government?
Yeah, I think so, isn't it?
I don't know. Yeah, I think you're right. But yeah, she's a citizen of the Hutt government.
All right.
Now I'm thinking like a genealogist. See? If you want her records, you're going to have to look in the Hutt records.
Excellent. Those assault cannons hit my men hard, but they're pushing back to take the base. Darth Gravis will want to hear the details.
Indeed. But first I want to personally congratulate the victors. With Master Seric's death, this planet's reconstruction will crumble. The civilians who escaped will spread news of his defeat. Soon Taris will be completely ruined. A tribute to the power of the Sith, the Empire, and you.
Ruined! 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 Ah! Oh, let's see.
Happy to be of service.
Your loyalty will be recognized. But there's still the matter of Thana. She hasn't returned.
Oh my.
And I no longer feel her presence on Taris.
I murdered her.
She served her purpose, so I disposed of her.
I suspected as much. Under normal circumstances, I'd strike you down. But considering the wounds you inflicted on the Republic, I'll ignore my grievance.
Yeah, you seem real
extraordinary
sad.
at all, dude.
Taris will stand as a shining testament to the Empire's supremacy.
Look how sad he is.
And
Look
you'll
how
go down in
disappointed
history
and upset.
as the destroyers of this wretched planet.
Oh, do we get a title? Swisher of Taris?
I don't know. Got
Hey, we're
another-
done.
Got another helm
That's
that can't do anything with. All right, we're on to the next place.
Yep. I gotta go to my ship and use my holo terminal, and so do you, I bet. So
Yes.
you just let me know when you do yours, and I will. I'm gonna teleport directly to my vehicle.
Yeah,
I spent the cash because I wanted it. So.
I want to do that too. So, yeah, let's see. Do I even have the ability? No, I don't. I haven't purchased it on this character. How much? All right, I'm going to do it. Now I can transport to my ship. Yay. So we've been having unusually warm weather here the last few days. And it looks like we're going to have, which we get a few days a year where it gets up into the hundreds and it's like, okay, but it cools off typically down to the 50s. Last night, 75. That's as cool as it got.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Oh, and it's like, so the house did not cool off at all. And we're expecting another 2 evenings of this before it starts to cool off again. So,
Can we take a break? I need to go check on my experiments.
Yes. You go check on your experiment. We will take a quick break and we'll be right back. Hang in there.
Okay.
I've been trying to, we had our roof redone, right? This is an ongoing story. It's been like 3 weeks now. I have one payment left to make, and I have paperwork that I needed to fill out in order to get a certificate of completion and get out from under the contract, because the contract's open-ended until you finish this paperwork and sign it and everything. I can't get this guy to come by the house and pick up our check. And it's like, oh, I can come over right now. It's like, no, I'm busy until 1 o'clock. This is the way it's been. It's just been ridiculous. Okay. You're going to view your thing, and I'm going to view my thing, and we'll see what they end up having to say, right? Your holo terminal. Hello?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm talking to the people on my ship.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go ahead and open up the holo terminal and see what they have to say.
Yeah, you go
Glad to
ahead.
see
I'm
you're still
sorry. I was
alive.
distracted.
You've been out there a while.
Really didn't want to come back empty-handed, did you?
Calling it quits? No shame in bowing out after a good run?
They don't call it quitting after you cross the finish line. I got your body, Bloodworthy. Bioscan incoming.
These scans match the data I have on file.
You actually caught him? How do you like that?
It would have been a shame if old age turned out to be the only match for Jink and Kadera. Transferring your jackpot now. Impressive work. Records indicate you are the 28th hunter to place a stake on that bounty, 12th to return.
Don't look so proud of yourself. You bagged somebody's grandpa. Your lucky streak won't last.
Okay.
Care to put your money where your mouth is?
Look who's cocky, now that he's sitting on a few credits.
All right, Shula. We've all got better things to do than talk trash. I'll make arrangements for the Mandalorians to take Jinkin off your hands. Expect a shuttle shortly. We'll be in touch.
I forgot that the reason we went there was to hunt down that one dude, you know, so. All right. So now we got to go back. I have to go back to the spaceport and drop off what's-his-breath for the bounty hunters. So I'm going to go get off my ship and go do that. Ow! Oh, I love this. When you end up flipping around and going the wrong direction on your own ship. It's like, wait a second. Gotta go this way.
I have to go to Droman Koss.
Okay. Well, I will meet you. Oh, is that part of your storyline for finishing this one? Okay.
Yep.
You want me to come to Droman Koss, or you want to wait until we find out where we're headed next?
Nope, I have to come to Droman Koss. I don't know if you need to. Do you need to come to Droman Koss?
Well, not yet. I got to go back to Taris and drop off the guy that we hunted down.
Borsha.
Ah, okay.
Wasting no time earning new honors, I see.
I'll come back
We've been
there
set to collect the traitor from you.
Hang out with you while you do that.
He's in the cargo bay.
We'll make this quick.
Let's see.
Need to ask you a favor, champion.
And Torian decides he wants to talk to me.
I want to come with you.
Yoo-hoo.
Oh, he wants to be my best friend.
Want to be a friend?
I don't take on passengers.
I mean to
Hint, dude.
serve. Join your hunts. Earn respect from my clan.
What do you say, big guy?
Give me this honor.
Keep pace, or I'll leave you behind. Got it?
I'm ready.
We're done. Coming, Torian?
Nope.
You can finally show your face and now you're running off. Try to make something of yourself, Arutal.
Ready when you are.
All right, now we've got, yeah. I've got Torian as my companion next. All right, so
Sweet.
now I need to use my intercom.
Okay.
And we'll see what I have to say on that. Oh, it's going to make me, like, hang out until I can get to my ship. Oh.
And make sure you read your quest carefully. If it says use your ship to go to something
Yeah,
such
it
and
says
such,
you-
you need to do that.
Right now it says use your ship's intercom, but it forced me to go back to the shuttle in order to get to my ship.
Yeah.
All right. And let's see, up the stairs, and I gotta go yak on the intercom. We don't have a boardroom here. It's just a bunch of us standing around.
This is Torian.
Yeah,
He'll be
what do you
joining
mean with a
us.
boardroom
So,
here?
get
Go
properly
down here.
introduced.
Always room for one more in my book. I'm Mako.
Galt Renault, at your service.
Pleasure.
Puppy.
Not much to look at, but it's home.
No complaints.
you heard that. My little dog's in my lap and he just snorted really loud.
Oh, I didn't hear it, no, because I had dialogue going off in my ear.
Sorry.
Get Torian settled. We're heading out.
Come on, I'll give you the tour.
Mako's all happy he's on board. It's like, hey now.
Nice. Now I know we hit the big time.
What makes you say that?
Offers have been piling up since we won the Great Hunt. Mostly not worth our time, but I think we finally struck the motherlode. Some bigwig from a DAS Corp just sent us an offer with more zeros than I can count.
What's the job?
That's the best part. It's not a job. They want you to endorse their new line of battlefield adrenals. They're willing to give their current spokesperson the boot, but only if you pick up the contract as soon as possible.
Oh God! All right. So apparently my my SWTOR character has now sponsored. So I get they want me to promote their adrenals.
Nice.
Plastering my face all over the hollow is gonna do wonders for business.
Maybe we'll actually be able to start spending credits on something other than ammo. We're supposed to visit a DAS Corp's plant on Quesh to talk terms.
Let me handle the
Don't you work
negotiations and
drug-free,
we'll be
though?
rolling in credits. I'll only take a 30% cut.
Not how I'd want to be remembered.
So, we headed to Quesh?
Oh, they want me to go to Quesh.
Plotting a course for Quesh now.
All right.
I'll
So
let
I'm
a
not
DAS
going
Corp
to
know expect
Nar Shaddaa.
us.
Well, I gotta go
Holonet says the
to
Empire and Republic are
Dromakas.
disputing whose territory Quesh is. Better be careful if we head there.
So do you want me to go with you to Quesh first? Or do you want...
Well, I can either that or I can like go to yours. Oh, I got something pending. What am I doing? Hold on. Okay. And a ding 53. Woohoo! Okay, how do you want to play this? It looks like we're going two different directions here, so... Go to Quesh, or we can go to,
Well, I think that I'll probably end up on Quesh anyway. But
Oh,
I
you want
have
me
to
to come-
go to Dromakas. Yeah,
Oh.
why don't you come with me to Dromakas so we can get my records out of the computers.
Okay, we'll do that. Let me see if I can
'Cause we haven't
find
been to Quesh yet.
Dromakas.
I'm pretty sure that's where I'm going to end up when I am done.
Okay. Headed to Dromakas now. I'm gonna see if I can offload some stuff here because I think my bags are... Yeah, my bags are getting full again. If I can remember where I put... where I have my storage stuff. Is it downstairs? Obviously not downstairs. Okay, I gotta go back upstairs. Sorry, I'm lost. Like usual. On that side.
So I'm going to Imperial Intelligence Headquarters.
Alright, I'll just follow you. I'll figure out how to get this later. Oh, there it is. Right by the exit. Ah! Alright, let's see. What have I got to offload? I got a pistol. I've got another piece of headgear. Another headset. Some gloves. And some boots. That's quite a haul. Alright, and the rest of the stuff I can sell. I will do that. Okay. Okay, I see a symbol for you on the map, so I'm trying to get there.
Shit. See what time here. Apparently it's always this gloomy. Lovely.
All right, where am I? I need to go to Central? No, where are you headed right now?
I'm just at the Imperial Intelligence headquarters.
Ah, okay.
Enjoy your stay.
I'll go directly there. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day. I like the way they make you, like, crawl along through the city. It's like, no, speed limit here is 25. It's a school zone, for Christ's sake. All right. Up. Where'd you go? You're in there. I see you. I see a symbol for you.
I'm right here. By the medical droid. Out front. You just ran past me.
Oh, you didn't show on my screen. So, oh, no, and you're still not showing. Oh, I see you outside there. Hang on.
Yeah, I had to empty my bags.
Do you require medical
My
attention?
bags were too full.
Alright, I've got a couple things I didn't pay attention to when I first emptied my bag out, but I'll have to deal with that later. Okay.
Off we go. Nothing to see here. Hey, just need to get on some files. No biggie.
Yeah. Don't pay any attention to the woman behind the curtain.
Just need some files. Excuse me, guys. That NPC out there called Kriya always makes me smile because
Dispatch from
baby
Cypher 4
alpaca
is
are
in.
called Kriya.
More Republic support on Milan.
Proceed with the operation.
It's completely
I'll hold on.
unrelated. But my brain's always like, Kriya.
Sir, I thought you'd been assigned
She
to the
looks like
front
an
lines.
alpaca.
What brings you to headquarters?
I have some research I want to do. I was hoping to visit the data archives.
Of course, but you really don't have to come all this way. I can assign analysts to you.
Go. They'll be suspicious soon.
And you got the guy talking in your head.
Yep. And they should have said something. I should have been able to say something like, it's no biggie. I needed to come to the planet anyway.
I had to go to the grocery store.
For reasons.
I was in the
I had to
neighborhood.
come here for reasons. It's my mission. I was here anyway, so I'll just get them myself. Not a problem.
Why is this platform... Oh, here comes
We're
the...
waiting for the elevator.
Here comes the elevator.
There's an elevator boss here.
And there it is.
Because of course there are. Why would they keep the paperwork anywhere? Or data anywhere easy to get to? That's not happening.
Oh, they can't have that. I mean, they have to have it difficult to get to.
Mm-hmm. This is an intelligence headquarters. Gonna be all sorts of BS to do in here.
As opposed to unintelligence?
Security cameras, gas vents, lockdowns. Your personnel files are here, everything on your brainwashing. But you need to keep this secret.
I need a way to cut the power. Black out the monitors temporarily.
If you can find a power generator, you can sabotage security. You'll have a window in which to access the files unseen, but it won't last.
Okay. Hello, droids. Hi, hi.
Nothing to see
everybody. I'm not doing nothing interesting or special. Just looking around. Oh, goodness gracious. There's an exploding canister over there. I wonder what that means.
Nothing at the moment.
La 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 la. Do 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 do.
Oh, I got scanned.
So now they know that there was a bounty hunter in here.
Okay, I
oh,
went
wait
the
a
wrong
minute.
way,
I think
of
this
course.
door's on the wrong floor. Let me go here.
It's down below. There was an
Yeah.
open area down below.
Yeah, I thought it was upstairs, but I was wrong.
There it is.
Sabotage to the power generator. Now I gotta sabotage
The
the
two
other one.
followers are like, wait, guys.
Yeah.
Here's everybody. Now you got all the droids pissed off?
Yeah.
Cool.
They're like, we're security droids. I had no choice but to murder all of your security droids. Sorry about that.
Power reserves low. Access denied due to security lockdown.
Search records. Keyword cross-reference. Cipher 9. Watcher X. Killick joining. SLV-16 serum.
Searching. One record found. Displaying abstract. Security Directive 101-3A. I hereby approve the application of Castellan restraints to designate Cipher 9. Despite her effectiveness, certain Lords of the Sith have expressed concern over her confrontation with Darth Jabus. Although the outcome was ultimately positive, no Cipher agent should ever threaten a Dark Council member. This safeguard will allow anyone with the keyword to shut down and reprogram Cipher 9's mind. She will be no danger to the Sith or the Empire.
Damn.
Security
Oh, well.
override. Terminal shutting down.
So what's your key? What's your secret word?
Automatophobia, dude.
Automatophobia. Okay, so you're shutting down as we sit here.
No, because he didn't say the word.
I did. Automatophobia.
Yeah, but you're not in the game.
Oh, okay.
Trouble on the way.
Hector, you're gonna get your butt kicked, dude. He's over there trying to dominate Malfurion.
What was that?
That's like...
Oh,
Hector's over there trying to dominate Malfurion.
translation. Trying
For
to
some
hump.
reason. Yeah. Well, that's what they do. It's dominate. It's not... People shouldn't think that those things are anything to do with human...
Oh yeah, I realize that.
Yeah. They're not analogous to...
No, I get that.
He's trying to show him who's boss. And the cat doesn't understand dog language, so he's going, what are you
Well,
doing?
Malfurion's just like, you're not boss of me.
Well, he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand what's going on. He's just like, whatever. He's sitting there purring. Hi. I'm a nice cat. I have you. I hope you guys don't... Are you okay? You okay? He's trying to give him grooming. He's like, are you okay, buddy? Here, have a little kitty kiss. So funny. Just doesn't understand. And it's funny because when kitties want to, when kitties want to play, they lay on their sides.
Yes.
Well, dogs sort of interpret that as submission.
Right.
So it's kind of dumb because it's not.
Power reserves low. Access denied due to security
Dogs are not
lockdown.
cats, and likewise.
Search records.
No,
Keyword,
but
Castellan
they seem to
restraints.
misunderstand
And
each other in
One
positive ways
record
most of
found.
the time. So
Displaying abstract.
In most subjects, implementation takes between 3 and 30 days as the IX serum circulates and rewires the brain. Once the serum is fully absorbed, the subject is primed. We apply a keyword, basic commands, and wipe his memory. No way to reverse the treatment has been developed. Theoretically, one could repeat the cycle and apply a new keyword. However, physical side effects of repeated IX serum usage could prove inhibiting. I strongly advise against it.
Security override. Terminal shutting down.
what do you want to bet we had to Quest to figure out how to do this?
Yep.
The place that makes all of the poisons and adrenals and drugs and stuff.
Yeah, we'll find out.
I'm kidding, I already know. I've done this before. I should have done that before, but I'm just...
Yeah.
It didn't take when I did it during the battle, so...
Power reserves low. Access denied due to security lockdown.
Search records. Keyword, IX serum.
Downloading chemical schematic. Displaying addendum.
We will be unable to formulate new doses of IX serum until our supply of Dimalium-6 is replenished. Recommend additional forces to Republic-occupied world of Quesh immediately, as the planet's chemical mines remain our only source.
Security override. Terminal shutting down.
Now you know. You did your job well, so they stole your free will. With the IX serum, you can get it back.
The Sith wanted me programmed. I doubt they left the old Keeper much choice.
He left you with even less.
This is Watcher 3 to Cipher 9. We've restored power. Please proceed to the exit.
Sorry I wrecked all your droids.
That's okay, they're droids. They won't notice.
Nope. Unless they're the special kind like R2-D2 that have like the long memory. A lot of those little astromechs have that. The Jedi astromech in here is like a couple thousand years old or something.
Speaking of ruining droids.
A couple hundred years old, I don't know. I don't remember. I've done the Jedi story pretty recently, but not long enough to remember how old he is. Can't remember if he's like a couple hundred years old or I can't remember. Anyway, he's one of those that has a really long memory because nobody went in and refreshed it ever.
Cipher, I'm so sorry. Must have been a power surge. Probably lightning. You're alright?
I'm alright, thank you.
Good. I had a medic on standby. We do need to hold you until this is cleared up. Nothing personal, but you were down there unmonitored, and you know.
I understand your position, but there's a war going on, and you need me out there. Besides, you can always contact me later.
I suppose you've earned that much. Get going. I'll have your ship resupplied and refueled.
No, he's a
We
pushover.
hope you found what you were after.
I mean,
that
I do
power surge
outrank
was
him.
poor timing.
Bug Boy was concerned for your safety. All right.
Yeah. Alright, so now we can travel to Quesh, but it doesn't say that I need to be on my ship, so I think I'll just go from here.
Okay.
Actually, is there a Is there a daily thing that I can cheat with? You can usually do that once a day. Activities.
Let's see.
Nope, we haven't opened the Quest dailies.
We're
yet,
not there
so.
yet, so we need to travel, huh?
So we gotta go the first time.
All right, I'm
Bummer.
going to travel. I'm going to take my ship.
Me too. Just traveling from the map.
Means I got to run all the way back.
You can just fly, take
Ready
the
for
map
departure.
open and point and go. You don't need to go
yeah.
to your ship.
That's okay.
Enjoy your stay.
It'll only take a minute or two. So the contractor
It's the
can't
same
come
cost,
today.
though, just so you know.
So I'm just going to I'm going to mail everything and just get this out of my hands because I'm tired
Oh yeah.
of this. Yeah.
You're just tired of dealing with it.
I'm tired of dealing with it. I'm tired of waiting around for these guys, and it's like, no, I need this to be done. Give me my house
They're all
back.
done with the work, right?
Yeah, at this point, it's been a week, and it's like, I just need the final documents that release us from the contract finalized and everything. So I've done everything. I've signed off on it. And so I just have to send it back, and then they send me a copy of it saying, yeah, you've been released from the requirements of your contract. You've paid everything. We're done with you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I withheld a portion of the last payment because they still had some stuff to do that they hadn't taken care of yet.
Sure.
And as soon as it gets a little cooler, then I can go and finish up the stuff that they decided not to do.
Hooray! Ugh. Not feeling very good. That cold is taking it out of me. I'm tired. And my nose is all sore. You know how it gets when you blow your nose all day. You're like, blah. My nose, my face.
I always joke with wifey about that kind of stuff. I just I don't bother with, my nose being that way. I just wipe it on my arm and be done with it.
Ew. Dude.
It's a dude thing. What can I say?
Ugh, gross. Gross, dude.
Okay, trying to get back on my ship. Hello, where's my ship? How do I get back onto my ship?
Just travel there through the
No,
galaxy
I'm
map.
standing in front of my ship. Oh, there's the ramp is always in the back. All right, now I'm leaving. I'll be there shortly. All right, and travel to Kesh. Go upstairs first.
I'm standing in front of the dude that we gotta get a vaccine from.
All right, I am
He starts
traveling.
the planet quest, so that's why we gotta talk to that guy. This dude over here. Meet me here.
Did I tell you about my adventure of having my hunter get stuck in World of Warcraft retail the other night?
You got stuck?
Yeah, he got stuck. He was flying, and he landed on a fence. Well, it was in between a fence post and a lamp post, and the lamp post would not let me loose.
Oh.
And I went ahead and did the stuck thing, and it took them an hour to get me unstuck.
What about the mount? Just dismounting didn't help?
Nope, dismounting didn't help. Mounting back up didn't help. Nothing helped.
Couldn't hit your Hearthstone, nothing?
It just said stuck. No, I didn't try Hearthstone because Hearthstone would have taken me a completely different area, and it's like, nah. Yeah, all right. Anytime. There we go.
Boop.
Here for inoculation.
There we go.
You'll need form 1423/D. And, oh, excuse me. Sorry, thought you were new recruits. I'm authorized to fast-track special candidates. I take it you're here to fight in the Quesh War?
It's better if you don't know.
Understood. Whatever your interests, just know that this planet's not safe. Quesh is highly toxic, poisoned by the resource the Republic's mining. You'll need a protective injection just to survive. There we go. That treatment will protect you for the time being.
Stick me again, and I'll give you my signature treatment.
I'm sorry, I was just following protocol. The effects will fade eventually, but you can receive more treatments planetside. You're cleared. Talk to Moff Drayson if you want to fight. He's in charge of the Empire's war effort.
Obviously, I don't
He's
like...
giving us a shot.
Yeah,
so
I don't
we
like
can
shots.
breathe the gross air. So.
Oh, hang on. I need to figure out what I'm picking up here. None of this is an upgrade, so it doesn't matter. I just grab one. All right.
We've never seen a sky so red before. Not even under a red star.
Oh, he's being
It must be the
romantic?
atmosphere.
Nope. He's just commenting on the polluted atmosphere.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. I heard it. Okay.
Good. Now we gotta wait for this elevator, and definitely
one?
you want to wait because it is like it's a very long elevator. It's a super long elevator, a very long drop. Very long drop. Super long. Oh, I'm trying to kill myself rather than do this planet. I don't blame you.
I like how they
Alright,
do that,
so
though.
let's-
It's like you jump on an elevator, and it's like, yeah, gravity.
Let's head in, and do you want to do the world quest?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, it involves huts and, you know, deviousness.
Anything involving huts is fine.
Where's the door? It's right here. I went past it. Gotta go upstairs. So funny how all the class trainers are now just speeder trainers.
Yeah.
They can teach you how to drive faster because all the training is automatic. I get it, but I kind of wish... I mean, I kind of miss going to the trainer, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. It's more convenient this way, but I kind of did like going to the trainer.
Empire
It
can't
made it
afford
feel
another
special.
loss, Major. We must crush the Republic immediately.
They've been on Quesh for years. We can't destroy their entire mining operation overnight.
Why not?
Gentlemen, we have company.
I am Moff Drayson, head of Quesh Imperial forces. You're here to join our war against the Republic?
What's the situation?
Quesh is a valuable planet, if you can believe it. We're here to stop the Republic's operation.
This is absurd. We don't need their kind interfering with our war.
Your manners need polish, Major.
Yeah.
I'm gonna punch him in the face.
I thought she was going to kick him in the groin.
Well, he was insulting you. I had to do something.
Enough.
Well, yeah.
Save it for the Republic. They're responsible for our assignment to this toxic rock. The Republic went digging and found the source of this planet's poison.
The miners call it Quesh venom. Lies just below the planet's surface.
We distill the stuff into quell, a lethal poison. But the Republic knows how to refine it into high-grade adrenals.
They've been processing the toxins into adrenals for years, with hot help, no less. We've come to conquer their operation and claim Quesh's venom for the Empire.
Carve their defeat into Quesh.
My goal, exactly. Their ruin must be cataclysmic.
Push them enough on Quesh, and the Republic will be provoked into open warfare across the galaxy.
Once they violate the Treaty of Coruscant, the Empire can strike without risking neutral worlds joining in. We must rile their temper.
I have a talent for rousing the Republic's fury.
I can't wait to see you test their restraint. First, we strike the Republic's venom mines.
The venom produces noxious gas. That's why Quesh is so lovely. It's most lethal in the mines, so the Republic installed specialized filters.
Destroy those filters. Release the poisonous gas, and the Republic will have to flee the mines.
They'll declare the mines a disaster site when I'm finished.
Take out every weapon emplacement you can, then get inside and destroy the filtration units. Don't stop until the mines are choked with poison.
Right then.
Off we go.
Get to go and,
Putting choking poison in mines.
Yeah.
See, when he, like, their kind, you're not allowed here, he meant Mandalorians. He was insulting
that's
you,
why
so
I'll piss
punched
him off
in
on the
face.
process.
Yeah. I'm just explaining for the benefit of the stream. That's why I punched him in the face.
You can explain it for the benefit of me, too. Oh, there was a bank over here. Wait a second.
Yep.
Cargo hold.
You need...
I had a couple... Yeah, I did have a couple things that I forgot to dump.
Okay.
Let's see. There was
Cool.
a pistol and... Yeah, that's it. One thing. It was a pistol.
One thing. No problem. Ooh.
I got one additional...
I have a rifle that I picked up that you can squish for parts if you want.
Oh, I can? How do... Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you have that profession, so I might as well trade it to you.
I do?
Aren't you making guns and stuff?
Oh, yeah, I am.
Well, you can deconstruct it to make materials.
Oh, okay. Yeah, a lot of times I get the deconstruction stuff, and it's just like, okay, this stuff just goes away.
No, it goes into your bank, into your materials bank.
Well, no, it doesn't. There's no materials out of it. A lot of times it just gets
sometimes
destroyed.
If it does that, then you should not destroy it and sell it if you can. If it's an item you actually can sell.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't know what that was. Was that the...
Gun,
oh,
the SWTOR gun. I don't know if
Okay.
you can squish it or not.
I don't know. I'm going to give it a try. Let's see if I can.
Give it a try. Give it a
I'm
good
going to do
old
it later.
squish. Okay.
So we will...
It just, I looked at it to see if I wanted it for transmog, and it's ugly, so I don't like it. So I don't want to use it. So there.
Yeah, I got too much crap in my inventory or in my bank. I need to like start going through stuff and saying, yeah, this is ugly. It goes away. Goodbye.
And buy yourself some more bank slots. Buy some more bank slots. Hey, there's a quest over here. Mm-hmm. Is it on the bridge? Maybe it's on the bridge. What is it? Let me
Oh, there it is. There's a data pad
Walker
over there.
tripping.
We gotta get.
You see it?
Yeah.
No, I've done this before. I don't remember where the data pad is. Oh, there it is. The little creatures were smelling it, and they're like, "Is it something
Walker
we
tripping.
can eat?" Yay!
Republic walkers have been disrupting mining operations. Bravo team is ordered to take position over the bridge and plant their proximity explosives provided at the checkpoints along the walker route. Explosives are calibrated to cripple the walker convoy as it passes, eliminate any opposition, and report via holocom when the mission is complete. Good luck. Plant the explosives at the first, second, and third checkpoints, and you get a box. Nice. Okay.
We can do that. No problem.
On the way.
So let's go up here and check in with the people at this outpost here. I see the thing on the map, but I'm not seeing. Oh, did we need to go around?
Yeah, it's not here.
Go around, okay. Gotta go around.
So it looks like we can finish that quest we just pick up first, because it's on the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you are correct.
Zippity doo dah, zippity day.
All right.
Get it now.
See the thing over there we gotta blow up?
Yep. Now we got 7 more of these guys that we gotta kill, so.
Oh, too easy. Nice little tribute to James Earl Jones. Because he passed away last week.
Okay, first checkpoint's done. Did you get credit for it?
Yes, I
Good.
did. Yes,
Okay.
I did.
I went touchy. I see
Hooray!
looks like there's second point. No, it's a crate. Yep. That's where we need to go. Okay, we're gonna.
Yep.
I'm gonna go and beat on this watchman.
I'm gonna go blow up the crate.
He's not wearing the right outfit to be a watchman.
No?
Oh, TV show.
Oh, you're crossing universes. I see.
Yes, I'm sorry. I did an IP snafu. Sorry. Right.
Well, we had one the other day where I said to Kurt, we should not have named Malfurion Malfurion. We should have, because he's kind of a jerk sometimes.
Yeah.
We should have named him after one of the other druids. He's sort of a jerk, like Fangirl Time or something. And he was like, I think we should have named him Themberchod. Which is the dragon in D&D. The big fat one that just wants to do the adventures. Which was a little bit of a burn because our kitty is a little bit fat, but he likes eating. It's his favorite hobby.
Chubby cat.
So he is a little bit like Themberchod, but he's only a jerk in that he's a cat. You know what I mean? Like there's no way that he's a jerk that you wouldn't expect from a cat. They're all kind of jerks sometimes. Like when it's bedtime at night, he will absolutely harass Kurt until he's such a bully about it. He's like, it's bedtime, come on, let's go. Good night, everybody. Hello. Bedtime.
Yeah. That's our cat, too, isn't it?
If he's not getting enough attention, he will chew on wires. Ordinary cat. Somehow we had related that the wires and us sitting at the computer are related. Which I think is pretty gosh darn smart. So, at least he knows that if he chews the wires, we will get up and stop him. Negative attention is better than no attention, apparently.
Yeah, our cat did the same thing, and it's called water bottle.
Yeah.
Just
well, I
keep
mean,
the
we
water
don't
bottle.
do anything except... I mean, we might water bottle, but we mostly just go, get away from there, dude. Stop that.
And here I am taking pictures. Now they got him. Republic
Boom.
walkers.
Oh. Beep. Hey, what's that thing beeping? Don't go look at that, dude. You should know better by now.
I hear something beeping. I think I'll go over and stand on it. Kapow.
Yeah, let's not do that, dude.
Yeah, it's just a clone. All right, apparently that worked.
Yep. Excellent.
Good.
Alright. Use the Imperial way station holocom.
Please use all products only
Oh,
as
there's
intended.
a couple other quests for us to pick up. We can talk to Captain Frangies over here.
Captain Phalange? Oh, where is he? Okay.
Frangies.
I thought you said phalange.
That would have been funny. Captain Phalanges. Well, we're
Finding
gonna call him
Quest
that
to
from
your
now on.
liking. It's an acquired locale. If your group is on a tour of the facilities, you should sample what luxuries this planet has to offer.
I avoid letting the Hutts get their hooks in me.
I'm not talking about anything so crude as spice. Quesh is the new center of the galaxy's adrenal industry. You can find all the latest adrenal formulas available right here in our civilian markets. But if you're interested in something truly cutting edge, you've heard of the three families? The rebellious Hutts who've chosen to ally with the Republic.
If you have something to say, say it.
That's what I
We
hear.
intercepted a communication
Spit it out
from the
already.
three families indicating that they've moved an experimental formula to Taris Station for final testing. Industry rumors about the formula's effects are nothing short of miraculous. Heightened awareness, near immunity to fatigue or exertion, mild euphoria. It's perfect.
It's
I want
coffee.
to acquire some samples for
Mhm.
synthesis, to distribute it among our troops, after I've tested its safety, of course.
I could look into getting this formula, if it's worth something to you.
Oh, it most definitely is. I don't see us capturing the formula through conventional assault. The army would be most appreciative if you acquired this formula for us. You'll find Taris Station nearby. It's a Republic research facility disguised as a simple outpost, so it'll be better protected than it appears.
Okay then.
Okie dokie, dude. So let's go. Can we go back down and get your quest? Go to the Unibor Venom Mine first.
Oh yeah.
It's south
We
of
go
here.
back there. All right.
Yeah, let's go get that taken care of.
I got my little motorcycle here.
I don't want a pickle. I just want to ride my motorcycle.
Let's see, do we have to go across the lake? No.
I'm trying to... I gotta open the map so I can see.
Looks like we go inside of this area.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Let's just go across the lake and check it out.
I don't see... Oh, no, I think we go up the hill. Maybe not. I don't see any way into that location down there.
Yep,
Looks like
down here.
Oh, it's on the other side?
It's where I am, and then we go up the hill.
Yeah,
from
it's
here.
on the other side. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if I can get up this hill or not. I can. Hooray. That droid didn't even notice me.
Poison water mining operation. Woohoo.
Here we go. Woot. Here's the door. Oh, this is both of our quests.
Yep.
Alright.
Hey guys.
Cool.
What's going on? Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ooh, ooh, dookie, dookie. One filtration system down. Okay, I'm gonna go left. Why don't you go right?
Alright.
Like punching the automatic weapons.
What's Mal up to? We've seen him in a while.
Who, what?
Our streamer guy, Mel.
Oh, no, I haven't seen him for a while. So,
Didn't he have a new baby or something?
I'm sorry?
Didn't he have a new baby?
He got married. So, it might be wifey aggro? I don't know. I know Crow was talking about, doing the World of Warcraft, The War Within, and then I guess he was basically told, no, you always spend enough time playing classic. You don't need to be playing anymore.
Oh. Well, that's up to people to work out.
Yes,
for
exactly.
themselves. That's why I married another nerd. I never have any problems. He's like, I'm gonna sit here and paint these miniatures. Oh, play video game.
Yeah, unfortunately, wifey is not a nerd, so it's like... But she's been trained over
Does have
many
things
years.
she does, though. She has her own hobbies and stuff.
Yeah, she does, and you know, it's like, okay, this is time. We don't need to be attached to each other.
My friend said that Kurt and I are both cats because we just, we spend most of our time in our separate offices.
Yeah.
But we get up and we come over and talk to each other all the time. We
Mhm.
poke our heads out and we're like, "Hello, how you doing?" And then we go and go about our business. He's like, "You're just cats. So you like do your own thing, and then you come around for some stitches and food, and then you go back to doing what you're doing." Yes, it's true.
Yeah, the space that I currently... Oh, there's a quest back in the other room?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the doors controls. We need to decide what we're going to do with people.
I think so. I think that's what it is, and we gotta follow decisions.
Are we going to save the miners, or are we going to drop them?
Well, they're just minors, so I will save them.
They're not legal.
I don't know what your
They're minors.
choice would be. They're civilians. You mean underage? No, these are the
that's
kind
why.
that actually do a job getting stuff out of the ground. That's that
Child
kind of
labor.
thing. No. The
Well,
other
it
kind.
could be different on cash. You don't know.
It could be. I mean, it's the Republic, so probably not.
All right. Clicky, clicky.
Let us out. We're
If it was
trapped.
our guys,
Wait.
maybe.
You're with the Empire.
Did the dead commandos give me away?
We have nothing against you. Open the door. We don't care about the Republic. We just want out.
Hmm.
When you breathe your last gasp of Quesh venom fumes, remember the Republic put you here.
Fine. Leave us. I won't waste my last words begging.
So mean.
I'll waste all my energy banging on the door instead. Yes, okay. So now we gotta go north.
Stone Cold. Stone Cold Evitel. That's what they call him in the Bounty Hunter bar. Stone Cold Evitel. Don't mess with Stone Cold Evitel. He's stone cold.
That's
I gotta
it.
loot this thing.
Don't mess with Stone Cold.
He'll cut you off. He'll leave you to die in the fresh venom.
You notice I didn't even take his head for a change. I just left it. It's like, no, you're gonna need that as soon as you're dead, so they can identify you.
Sorry, did you hear the sneeze?
No, that's okay. Might as well clear it. I was looking at it and going, is she gonna
Have a
pick a
yucky
fight with these
code.
guys? Yeah, probably.
Just have a yucky code, that's all.
Escape the mine.
Alright.
Oh, do we have have to get rid of some
Kill
more
these
weapons
weapon
first, I guess.
Yep, this will be the last one. We should have done this before. Whatever.
There we go. Okay, now we gotta run out of here.
Yeah.
Run, 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 run.
Run, 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 run. Do, 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 do.
I'm gonna have all this Quesh stuff to wipe off my armor when we get out of here.
Yep, we're gonna have to decontaminate everything. Or burn everything and start over. Well, I'll never get the smell out of my gear. Gross
Smell out
weed.
of your ear?
Gear.
Oh, I thought... Okay, return to moth.
I don't know that gear makes ear that makes too much sense.
Well, you know, you never know. It is Star Wars.
You never know. You never know. It's true. Aw, you have a cute Bantha. I love the Bantha mounts. They're just adorable. So cute. Yeah, we gotta turn this in and then just, that'll be the end of our day.
Yeah. I'm just
Now
trying
I'm
to
gonna
see...
go and see if I can make some more equipment, because I should be able to
Let's
make
see,
us
are
both a new set
we-
here pretty soon.
I'm trying to figure out which one we're going to.
The green one with the gold outline is the one we just did.
Okay. Because I think it shows for you.
Yeah, but we don't have time to do that today, so we just go turn this one in and then we'll be done for the day. Done for the week. Where are we going?
I don't know. It's not here.
Please use all products
Use the
only as
Imperial Way Station Hollow Terminal.
intended. Be well.
Oh, it's inside the tent.
Ah, here we go. Good eye.
The explosives have been placed, and the Walker convoy destroyed.
Excuse me? Who is this? What happened to Bravo team?
Bravo team died without completing their mission. I picked up where they left off.
Dead. Then we're fortunate you came along. I'm humbled and grateful. Taking out that convoy saved our skins. We owe you more than thanks for taking on this job, but thank you.
Yay. All right, select one. And these are all really low, so I don't need to bother with any of them.
But
All right,
I've
cool.
still got, it's still better than the one I've got.
Yeah. So is there a cantina back? Oh, yeah, there is. There's a cantina.
Yeah, there
at the-
is.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to go park him at the
I'm
cantina.
not going to. I'm going to go do some crafting.
Yeah. I might do that too, but not right now.
Yep.
So that's all we have
Got
time for
stuff to
today,
do.
because we're adults and we got stuff to do, like play
You
other
have to
games.
adulting. Like play other games.
Yeah.
So you actually have actual adulting stuff to do. So.
Yeah. No, I gotta go shopping and do stuff like that. So if I don't see you before the next time I see you, have a good day. Have a good afternoon. Have a wonderful evening. Love you all. Thanks for stopping by, and I shall see you soon. Bye now.